Evening all. I hope this message finds you all safe and well and just in a nice, safe environment. Okay. Right. A couple of things I want to discuss or get across in this current situation that we are facing. You've probably heard that, okay, you guys are out, year 11, year 10 are out, and today year 9 were out as well. All right. So, yeah, it is a bit quieter at school, but it's just we're following. I don't think you guys realise the amount of efforts that we are making to keep you guys safe. We are following Welsh guidelines to the absolute letter. Yeah, okay, it's causing a few situations. You might think to yourself, well, other schools aren't sending home. Well, there's nothing you can do about that. It's just the way it is, and you just got to deal with what's put in front of you. Okay, and actually, that's my first point. My first point to you guys is accept the situation. Okay, accept the decisions that are being made. There's 1,000 different ways of doing things. This is the way that this is being done, and please take my absolute how could we put it? My absolute insistence that teachers are trying their very, very hardest to deal with this situation. Okay, so there is going to be, I think, a lot of online lessons over the next 2 weeks, and hopefully, it should work very, very well. Okay, so that's my first point. Just accept the situation. All right, it's one of the pieces of advice that I give is that don't get yourself angry over things that you can't change. And at the moment, if you come back to school, we'll just send you up. So you can't change that. You have to stay at home, all right, and you have to self-isolate. Remember to follow your timetable. Okay, that's the best piece of advice I can give you when dealing with working on Google Classrooms, because as you know, I've got 4 kids myself, and all of them, they just sit in front of their laptop, and like all the classes are in front of them on the screen. So, and they go, oh, which one do I have to do? Stick to your timetable. Okay, is my best advice for that. Right, yeah, I put out a little message yesterday that I'm frustrated by this as well. I want you all to be back in school and working well and having what we would call a normal year 11 without being sent home as many times as you are being. But please, you got to keep going. Don't use this as an excuse to stop trying. Okay, the last thing I want to hear in a couple of years' time is bumping into any of you guys and you just saying, oh, I didn't do very well in my exams. Oh, it was a lockdown. We were the lockdown exams and none of us did very well. No, that's not going to happen. Okay, you've got to keep going. You've got to keep trying. Okay, dedication. Really, really important that you have this dedication and keep your motivation levels up. Okay, it's and so that's really important. Okay, really important that you understand that. If you are feeling that you're struggling to cope with this, okay, in terms of motivation, in terms of mental health, then please message us, and we will do all that we can. Okay. Yeah, I put the internet access issues that we've had. Yeah, we've sent a few laptops out today. A few more of you as well. I've asked for laptops. There are some iPads available as well. So if any of you are struggling, say if you just got a mobile phone, if you're struggling, then please message me and I will see what I can do. Okay, this is all I can say. I can't promise anything because as we've got so many year groups out, we have to work out, we've only got so many resources that we can actually divvy out. Okay, so as I said, as long as you are engaging in the Google Classroom, okay, there's nothing stopping you from doing the work on pen and paper, nothing at all, and either taking a photo of it and submitting that, or bringing the work with you when you return to school, so that the staff can see that you have engaged. Okay, it's so important that you do that. I know that there wasn't, some of you weren't working in the first lockdown. Okay, this is now the fourth one. We should be working. Okay. Right. What else? What advice can I give you now while you are actually going through the next 2 weeks and beyond? Okay. And my strongest piece of advice for you is to focus on your weaknesses. All right. So take maths for an example. Okay. There's many different parts of maths. I find that with my mathematical experience when I was at school, I could do the algebra quite well. I like the triangles, the trigonometry, but what I didn't really like was the what is it, like the +5 -5 equals a minus, and the +5 +5 is a plus, and all of the pluses and the minuses, and then the answers being either a plus or a minus. That got into my head a little bit, and I can remember that I actually sat down and worked it out. Okay, yeah, it was something that I struggled with, but I didn't say that I couldn't do it. I sat down and with a couple of books, because we didn't have the internet in those days, and worked out exactly some sort of formula for myself about how to deal with this situation. And that's really what I want you guys to do as well with any subject. Identify your weaknesses. Don't just say, oh, I can't do that bit. You've got to have a look at it and try and understand what it is. Okay? So important that you do that. All right, so important. Jabbing the table, which is wobbling the camera as well. Okay, that's how important it is. Right. Yeah, since I last gave a message for the last lockdown, I said that exams might be cancelled. Oh, they have been cancelled. Well, that was the worst kept secret ever. I think we all knew that that was going to happen, but we couldn't actually say it until it was announced. Um, so, really, what you guys need to do now is work on showing your teachers that you are, number one, engaging, okay, and number two, improving, okay, and taking the work seriously. And one of the ways you can do that is to actually be in the Google Classroom, okay, during this lockdown period, okay. It's up to you as well to show them that you're engaging. It's up to you as well to show that you're improving, okay. Don't just assume that we do look at, say, like little test results that we do in lessons and stuff like that. Of course we do. And of course we want to see you going up. But if you think that you're improving and say that you've got a piece of work from the past, say a couple of months back, and a piece of work now, there's nothing wrong with you going to a member of staff and saying, look how much better I'm doing. Just to push the point that you are getting better. Don't just rely on staff. We do see it, okay, but there's nothing wrong with you guys doing that. Nothing wrong at all. Okay. Important that you do, and important that you engage with staff, and really important that you're showing them that you are taking this very, very seriously, because really you should be. Okay. Let's not beat around the bush here. You should be taking this seriously. Right. Stay safe. All right. That's the obvious one. And any problems that you have, any issues that you have, please message me. I do try and get back to as many as possible, even the ones that were messaging me today saying, are we in lockdown? After I put a message on saying that, yes, you're in lockdown. Okay, so some of you really do need to have the reassurance from me that this is what's happening. But I answered that one. I try and answer as many as I possibly can. Okay, because I understand that you guys are you're not having the best time of it at the moment in year 11 isn't going the way that you envisaged it to be going. A couple of years back. Okay, so just engage. That's my bit of advice to you. Engage and show a bit of dedication to the work that you were doing. Okay, look at those weaknesses that you have. We've all got them. Okay, nobody's perfect. All right, we've all got weaknesses. We've all got not necessarily weakness. Something that you're not particularly good at compared to things that you are good at. Okay, just have a look across the board. Okay, at how well you're doing. Right, I can feel myself waffling again, so I'll log off. All right, please, if you got any problems, message me. But for now, this is Smithy out. All right, see you soon.